Kryptonite is a fictional material from the Superman mythos, specifically the Ur form of a radioactive element from Superman's home planet of Krypton. First mentioned in the Adventures of Superman radio show in June 1943, the material has featured in a variety of forms and colors in DC Comics publications and other merchandise, including feature films, television series, and novelty items such as toys and trading card sets. The established premise is that Superman and other Kryptonian characters are susceptible to its radiation, which created usage of the term in popular culture, kryptonite being a reference to an individual's perceived weakness, irrespective of its nature. To commemorate the 70th anniversary of Superman, the University of Leicester participated in a public relations exercise and presented the Geological Society with mock kryptonite, termed krypton difluoride. Origin: an unpublished 1940 story The K-Metal from Krypton, by Superman co-creator Jerry Siegel featured a prototype version of kryptonite, being a mineral from the planet Krypton that drained Superman of his strength whilst giving humans superhuman powers. Kryptonite proper was introduced in the story arc The Meteor from Krypton in June 1943 on the Superman radio series. In 1949 Kryptonite was incorporated into the comic mythos with issue number 61 of Superman. In August 1993 pioneering female editor Dorothy Woolfolk stated in an interview with Florida newspaper Today that she had found Superman's invulnerability dull, and that DC's flagship hero might be more interesting with an Achilles heel such as adverse reactions to a fragment of his home planet. Kryptonite gradually appeared more frequently, causing science fiction writer Larry Niven to theorize in tongue-in-cheek fashion that Krypton was in fact a Dyson sphere, and that this was the underlying reason for so much of the mineral finding its way to Earth courtesy of meteor showers. In an effort to reduce the use of kryptonite in storylines, all known forms on Earth were transmuted into K-iron in a 1971 story arc titled The Sandman Saga. Forms of kryptonite: various forms of the fictional mineral have been created in the Superman publications. Other varieties of the mineral have appeared but have been revealed to be hoaxes, such as Yellow, Kryptonite Plus, and Blood. In other media, serials, Columbia Pictures produced two 15-part radio serials that used kryptonite as a plot device, Superman and Atom Man vs. Superman. Films: Superman, the movie. Lex Luthor deduces that a meteorite found in Addis Ababa is actually a radioactive piece of the exploded planet Krypton. Luthor uses the mineral to weaken Superman, who is saved by Luthor's lover Eve Teschmacher. Superman 3, billionaire Ross Webster orders the creation of synthetic kryptonite. Computer programmer Gus Gorman uses tar to compensate for an unknown component of kryptonite, causing the newly created mineral to eventually turn Superman evil and split the hero into two beings. Gorman's supercomputer later fights Superman and uses a kryptonite ray. Superman Returns, Lex Luthor steals the Addis Ababa L9 Palisade meteorite and uses it to create a new kryptonite landmass and a dagger for use against Superman. Justice League, Crisis on Two Earths, an alternate universe version of Lex Luthor uses blue kryptonite against the villain Ultraman. Justice League, Doom the villain Metallo wounds Superman with a kryptonite bullet, but is saved by the JLA. Television, Adventures of Superman, episodes Panic in the Sky, The Defeat of Superman, Superman Week, The Deadly Rock, The Magic Secret, The Gentle Monster, and All That Glitters all feature kryptonite. Superboy featured green kryptonite. The episodes Kryptonite Kills, and Metallo, Bride of Bizarro, Kryptonite Kid, and Obituary for a Superhero. Red in Super Menace, and the white variant in the battle with Bizarro. Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman featured green kryptonite in several episodes, including The Green Glow of Home, Barbarians at the Planet, The House of Luthor Metallo, Top Copy, and Battleground Earth, with the red variety appearing in Individual Responsibility, and Ultrawoman, and Lethal Weapon. Smallville featured kryptonite on a regular basis. A large quantity of the green variety descends to Earth in meteor shower, arriving in the town of Smallville, Kansas with the spaceship containing the infant Kal-El. The mineral is colloquially referred to by Smallville residents as meteor rock, but is eventually called Kryptonite by Clark Kent once he discovers his origins. Aside from being harmful to Clark Kent, the mineral produces bizarre changes in flora and fauna, including occasionally bestowing human abilities on humans. These people are commonly known by the inhabitants of Smallville as meteor freaks. The green variety of the mineral appears in several episodes every season, although other varieties appear, including red, black, formed when superheating green kryptonite, silver, blue, gem and gold. Animated series, Super Friends featured Kryptonite in the episodes Rest in Peace, Darkseid's Golden Trap, Terror from the Phantom Zone, and Uncle MXYZPTLK, with the effects differing to those displayed in the printed DC Comics publications. Superman features a kryptonite ring. Superman, the animated series, attempts a non-canonical explanation of the effect of the material on Superman. This series and the new Batman Adventures showcase a three-part crossover story arc called World's Finest that demonstrates the effect of kryptonite poisoning on humans. Justice League also uses this plot point. In Batman Beyond, the two-part episode The Call reveals kryptonite has been kept safe in the distant future as an anti-Superman deterrent. Krypto the Superdog features green, red and even a purple-spotted variation. Legion of Superheroes features green, while the Batman, the Brave and the Bold episode The Battle of the Superheroes features both red and green. The Young Justice episode Old Acquaintance features use of the green variety. Video games, Lego Batman 2, DC's superheroes. Kryptonite is used to power Lex Luthor's weapon the Deconstructor. Injustice, Gods Among Us features a kryptonite laser designed as a fail-safe against Superman. And Scribbling Notes Unmasked, a DC Comics adventure, showcases the material in different forms. Music, songs, Kryptonite by Three Doors Down. Kryptonite by rap group Purple Ribbon All Stars. References. External links, the Superman homepages section on Kryptonite, howstuffworks.com, How Kryptonite Works,